Hello English 100 class. This is your short video on how to take notes for our new book, Educated. Notice that we are here in Canvas, but first, here is our book. This is my copy of the book. These are my notes. I took about 20 pages of notes on this book in January. Here's my notes. However, we are going to submit the notes in Canvas this time, and I'm going to be showing you that now. Notice that in Canvas we have a little folder for Educated. Here is the cover of the book, and I hope you have a copy for yourself. Now I'm going back to modules, back to the week 10 class folder. So these are your class activities for the week of April 6 to April 10. And let's look at Educated notes. So you will take notes in this form. The first thing you need to do when you go in there is click on download so that you can get the notes in a Word document in your computer. I don't think you can take notes on a phone, but it's possible you can. You'll have to figure that out because I don't use Canvas on my phone. So let's look at this. So you are required to take notes in this form. Okay, so you will save this document and you will keep adding your notes to it as you go through the book. So you'll put your name here to start, and then for each chapter you will write in 3 boxes. So on the left you can see that I wrote chapter and page numbers, and I put in all the chapters for you. The book has a lot of chapters, 40 chapters, but a lot of them are very short. So it's lots of short chapters in this book. So you'll write down something in your notes for each chapter. Important events means things that happen in the story. The book is nonfiction, it's a true story, but it is kind of like a novel in that it tells a story of a person, a girl named Tara, and a lot of things happen. So you will write down what you think are important events in these boxes here. Okay? Make sure to put page numbers in parentheses. I did sample notes for the prologue, and sometimes prologues have different page numbers. For the rest of the book, you'll have regular numbers, and you must put a page number in parentheses for every note you take. And I won't give you credit if you don't do that. So I took sample notes for the prologue. Not much happens in the prologue, but I wrote they live on a farm in Idaho by a mountain, and they don't go to school. Second column is interesting details about characters. You will write about one of the characters for Essay 3. So it's important to really track the characters. And so far in the prologue, we get Tara, we have Dad. There's some reference to brothers, but we don't know anything about them yet, and there's a mother. So we have a family. And I took this note about Dad. So Dad is worried that the government will make them go to school. I thought that was kind of weird, so I wrote it down. It says something about Dad. So any detail about a character that you think is interesting, you can put in your notes. And then in the third column, this one is called Beyond. Research topics, interesting questions, and the big themes. So this column is really your thinking. And you don't have to have all 3 every time. You won't always think of a research topic. You won't always think of a question. You won't always think of a big theme, but you have to do at least one for each chapter. So as a sample, for the prologue, I wrote, why don't they go to school or have birth certificates? I thought that was kind of odd, so I wrote it down as a question. And related to big themes, I thought maybe the mountain was a theme for the prologue. You'll see when you read it. So I put in this tiny quote, eternity belongs only to the mountain. and I wrote, wow, is the mountain a symbol of something? So this is really your thinking about the book, and it's pretty open-ended what you write in this box, and it'll be different for each chapter. Okay, so again, something about what happened under events, something about the characters, and then something about a research topic, interesting question, or a big theme. And you will put something in every box for every chapter as we go through the book. And make sure to put page number in parentheses for everything you write down. Okay, so that's your notes format. Again, you will put your notes into this document. So you do have to type your notes this time. However, you don't have to write a lot in each box. Sometimes there might just be one event for a chapter. So my suggestion is that you type something in at the end of each chapter. Maybe while you read, you could mark things in your book with pencil, and then at the end of each chapter, type in your notes. And you will submit your notes in Canvas every week. We will be reading for 3 weeks before we write essay 3. Let me show you where you're going to submit your notes. So here's your regular English 100 Canvas page. You are going to submit your notes in the Canvas page for English 100S. So remember, 100S is a different course. So let me go to, here's my dashboard, and you see your classes here. 0211 support for college comp. That is English 100S. And that's where your grade is for note taking. So for this book, you're going to go to this Canvas shell to submit your notes. So let's go there now. And I've started to put announcements in here. We're going to use this Canvas shell. You're going to submit your portfolio writing for essay 2 in here. And we will have a folder, a module for educated notes. And I do have the notes, instructions, and template here, which is the thing I already showed you. And what you will do is you will see an assignment that says the first week of notes will be week 11. So it will say, right in here, it will say week 11 educated notes. And so you will click on that and you will submit all your notes for the week 11 reading. As usual, to find out what reading to do and how much reading, you always go to what's the homework, and you will see the week 11 homework in what's the homework, and that will tell you what reading you have to do. And that is it. I hope you like the book, and I hope the note-taking routine makes sense to you. Definitely let me know if you have questions. Thanks.